Hey, what's up? It's Pete Tansley here from PeteTansleyFitness.com, and I want to talk to you about belly fat. So fat that's stored in and around the stomach. Look, what we've discovered recently is that specific hormones can relate to storage of belly fat, of fat in the stomach or around the belly. Don't get me wrong, if you're overweight in general, if you're obese, then you need to burn fat from head to toe. So if you've got more than 20 kilos or 45 pounds of body fat to lose, this may not apply to you. But if you've lost a bit of fat already, or you're trying to lose the last 5 to 10 pounds, and a lot of it is still in that stomach area, then we can talk specifically about hormones and how they relate to belly fat. So here's what we know, is that the specific hormone cortisol encourages fat storage in the stomach or belly region. So I'm going to tell you now a couple of ways to help you manage your cortisol. Number one is to perform less traditional cardio. What I mean by traditional cardio is going for long runs for an hour, going to an aerobics class, going to Zumba or spinning or a swimming class. These are what I call traditional cardio. And instead, replace those with short, hard, intense sprint sessions. So as an example, let's say you're going for a 10-kilometer run. What you'd be better off doing would be going down to your local park or running track and performing 10 sets of 400-meter sprints. Now this has to be harder than what you'd run a 10K at. It's a sprint, which means you're running hard. It's not a jog. Most people do not know the difference. The problem is with running, and I don't hate runners, but generally they're misinformed. Running is the most popular form of exercise in the world. And what's the number one reason people run? Is to lose body fat. But it doesn't make sense because excessive cardio, especially running, increases cortisol. Remember, that means higher amounts of fat stored in the stomach, okay, especially the last 5 to 10 pounds. So ditch the long run, find a track and do 10 sets of 400-meter sprints. Now you have to run hard. Between each one, have 1.5 to 2 minutes rest. Get your breath back, go again. So that's tip one to reduce cortisol. Tip number two is to perform strength training. Now with that, I do not mean picking up the tiny pink dumbbells and doing 1,000 gazillion squats like Tracy Anderson, the celebrity trainer, encourages. That is absolute crap, and it's not strength training. I don't know what it is. It's picking up pink dumbbells. What I mean when I say strength training is to focus on things such as deadlifts, squats, bench press with dumbbells or barbells, pull-ups, bodyweight rows, lunges, the big muscle groups in your body, what trainers call compound exercises. So a compound exercise means multiple joints, multiple muscles used, such as a squat. Whereas in isolation, the opposite, is simply one joint, one muscle, like an arm curl. Okay? So if in doubt, choose compound. Now perform heavy weights where you can just get 6 to 10 reps out. If you feel like you can get 20, again, it's not strength training, it's just playing around with some weights. So make it heavy enough so you're just getting 10. What this does, now, all forms of exercise will increase cortisol, but when you do strength training, growth hormone is also increased a lot, and that's a good thing because it offsets cortisol. So you burn lots of calories during the session. You build muscle. Muscle is the only thing that permanently burns more fat, so you want that, okay? So you burn calories. You add something to your body that's going to permanently boost your calories, even when you sleep, plus you offset cortisol, okay? Less cortisol equals easier to burn that stomach fat. My last tip is to reduce sugar and inflammatory foods in your diet, such as dairy, soy, legumes, alcohol. Okay, sugar, dairy, soy, legumes, alcohol, and gluten and wheat, they're all inflammatory. Anything that inflames your body is a stress. Remember, belly fat, cortisol. Okay, cortisol is a stress hormone. It means higher amounts or stubborn amounts of body fat. So there you have it. My tips to reduce belly fat via cortisol management. So they are, again, decrease traditional cardio, switch it for sprints. Do more proper strength training and stop playing around with those little light, 3-year-old dumbbells. And lastly, decrease inflammatory foods. To recap on those, they are sugar, dairy, soy, legumes, wheat, and of course alcohol. So there you have it. I really hope that helps you with your quest for less body fat and more shredness. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Also subscribe to this channel. Plus, look at the description down below. I've got a link to a free report where I reveal 10 fat loss mistakes that 99% of people that I know are doing. And look, it's impossible to burn belly fat, to look better, and to look athletic and strong if you're making those mistakes. So please check that out. Let me know your thoughts. Chat to you in the comments down below. I'm Pete Tansley. Thanks for stopping by, and let's get rid of that belly fat.